So yeah, these 3 photographs are from a series that David Brodsky has done of a decaying church in a decaying town in Italy, but this town is apparently essentially cloistered, that you have to have permission to go into it and go on an official tour. He went on the official tour and then snuck off, which is what any good artist would do. I love it. So anyway, but I particularly love these 2 interiors of the decaying church. This one where you have the icon almost trying to look away from all the devastation beneath him, and just watching his church crumble away. And then the structure of the one on the far end here, where it almost looks like a face, and the church itself is just screaming, and the debris is falling through. It actually has been the ceiling falling in, but it looks like it's screaming out the debris. So you can actually feel the anguish in the structure, and they're really beautifully captured.
There's so much mood in these pieces too. I mean, for black and white photos, there's just great mood, and the composition that he's chosen in these pieces. I mean, my favorite with the first one there with the icon, I love the ladder and the way in which this, falls in just the right way, and the piece that allows you to notice that icon who's sitting there disgusted. And they're just wonderfully placed and kind of give you this real sense of, what weather does, what we leave behind, and just the sense of anguish in some of them. So yeah.
Well, David is a master photographer in particularly black and white. He gets his full range of grays with really nice deep blacks without sacrificing anything in between, and nice clean whites without blowing anything out. So yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing in black and white.
Yeah, for sure. And his choice, I think, in this show to use exclusively black and white really allows him to stand out against the bold colors that we just talked about from John and Gary's work. So I mean, the 3 of these artists together, I think, create a really nice combination.
And actually, every single photo that he has in this show establishes a mood. As you said, he's a master of mood, and he really is. Just on top of the technical prowess and the great composition, he manages to deal with light in a way that draws you in, creates a mood, gets you to look deeper into the image. It's hard to just walk, there are a lot of photographs you can glance at, say, I know that image, and keep going, but he draws you into every single image.
Well, and like we talked in some ways with Stan's piece, there's so much you can talk about in the work, particularly the ones that have people in them. I mean, he takes these pictures while he's traveling, but they're not necessarily about travel or even the place he's in. They're about people and the human condition and how we interact with one another and what we do in our spare time without noticing what we're doing. And so there's a lot there, and there's a lot of pieces in the gallery right now that you could spend hours just talking about the depth behind each piece. So. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us, Betsy. We hope you come back again, and we can chat with everyone on Facebook and talk to them about your favorite pieces.
Right. Well, come on down and visit for yourself.